Right off mother, 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 right off mother,
Is it legal for a black man to own a gun in America?
Imagine an airline has 4 plane crashes
In 5 years.
in 5 years.
Are you getting on that plane?
Right off mother, right off mother, right off mother, right off mother, right off mother. Right off mother, right off mother, right off mother, right off mother, right off mother. Right off mother, right off mother, right off mother, right off.
We always serving because Nino Got Dope.
The fucking political game. Let's play the political game and get our asses in here and lobby.
We should have been storming some shit. We should storm that shit every Friday, to be honest.
Right off mother, 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 right off mother. When I seen them white people storming the Bastille on January 6th, I'm like, what the fuck is y'all storming the damn Bastille for? It's worked for y'all for fucking 400 years.
Let's not even I don't even want to play the oppression party, but let's just go ahead and say this. If you want to go, if we want to talk about the list of people who should have a problem with the American government before white people,
Right off mother, 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 right off mother. Right off mother, 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 right off mother.
So here's my question. We ain't even gonna do no intros. Here's my question for you. Is it legal for a black man to own a gun in America?
No,
Why?
because when we see, cops shoot these black guys, a lot of times, some of the time, you see that these black guys were legally abiding gun owners, had their gun on them. In the case of Fernando Castile, let the officer know that he had a gun and was still shot. You know what I'm saying? So if you're getting shot, if a cop says, well, I think he had a gun on him in a state where you're legally allowed to have a gun, you have to ask yourself as a black man, is this law really for me? Right off mother.
It's just such a double-edged sword to me. I understand the fact that we as a black man, we need to protect ourselves. 9 times out of 10, we feel safer with a gun. You feel me? Unfortunately, these white motherfuckers see that as bait to jump on us. And we know how they act. But time and time again, malpractice, these motherfuckers not doing their job the right way. How the fuck you want to raid? You raid the wrong fucking house. You get the wrong fucking guy.
So you talking about the mirror lock thing?
You feel me?
Let's speak about that.
Yeah. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
let's just get straight to the shit, man. Yet again, up there.
Right off mother.
Ain't that where,
Minneapolis, yeah.
elaborate on that for me.
George Floyd,
Okay, that's what,
Fernando
okay,
Castile.
yeah. I didn't want to speak
they
out of
have a
term. I didn't want to
track record.
They have a
misspeak.
terrible track
have a
record.
terrible
and
track
also,
record.
there was also the white lady cop who thought she was going to tase the young man and shot him. That was in Minneapolis as well, I think.
I thought it was another one up there.
Right off mother.
In this area, bro, once again, motherfuckers is not doing their goddamn job. And we remember back to the previous conversation about debunking/defunding. Some of these
Abolishing.
precincts need to be cleared out. This is probably a shady fucking precinct. Who the fuck is training these fucking forces? So it's like, it's unfortunate that we need to protect ourselves, but
But how can I
it
protect
puts a target
myself?
on us too.
Think about this, bro. Like I as a homeowner am told that if someone comes into my house for any reason, I can protect myself because they are trespassing on my property. Meaning that unless you show me this warrant, meaning I need to see this warrant before I'm put in handcuffs, before I'm arrested, before I'm shot, before I'm tased. I need to I need to legally see this warrant. And that's what is not going on. These guys are going in, guns blazing, saying, hey, we have a warrant, we have a warrant.
Police, put your fucking hands up, put your fucking hands up.
You sleep, you sleep on the couch.
You're trespassing.
You sleep on the couch, you taking the couch in there, bro. You out. Police, oh shit, what?
Fuck.
You see the sheet on him?
I don't give a fuck who it is. If I'm sleep on my couch and I hear somebody bust in my door.
And they come through 8 deep.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not, bro.
You grabbing your gun.
If I hear the noise, if I'm on my couch and I hear the noise of my door,
Lock the door? Yeah, and that
bro,
bitch
like,
opened up. Hell yeah.
like someone's getting rushed, and if I got my gun on me, I'm shooting off rip.
You grabbing your
because
shit.
you are trespassing on my private property.
And I think my life in danger. I just woke up. I don't know what the fuck going on.
Hold on. Let me ride this.
Go ahead.
But let's talk about how they do these warrants with these white folks.
Right off mother.
We've seen school shooters get walked out peacefully. We've seen mass murderers get peaceful walkouts. And time again, petty crimes, and you're busting in a black man's door. You ain't knocking. You not 9 deep, SWAT, batons, M6s, nigga, whatever you want to call it. Y'all busting in blazing. Like, come on. What are we real like? This shouldn't be an argument. Y'all bust in the wrong house. First of all, that's problem number one. You bust in the wrong house.
Right off mother.
You're not serving a warrant to the right person. So y'all just going in gung ho, and you've just killed an innocent man. But if he had done if the roles were reversed, and I hate to even have to do this, but let's say this young man had shot 3 of these cops when they bust in.
Oh, it happened not too far from us here in me and Jay's hometown close to us, you know what I'm saying, in the 6th, you know what I'm saying? And they busted in, and one of the cops got shot and died. Right off mother. He's not ever getting out. Let's just say that. He's never going to see the light of day ever again in his life for killing that cop. It's nuts.
So when the role
and I don't even want to have to put it like you're right.
When the roles are reversed,
yeah, it's fucked up.
When the roles are reversed, either it's like no matter what. When I deal with when a black man deals with a police officer, that black man is supposed to be in jail. That's how it seems. No matter what happens, you bust in the wrong house. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. There's no way they can spin this to where these cops are not in jail. There's no fucking way.
Well, you know, Minneapolis, we're talking about it. You know, Philando Castile, George Floyd, Dante Wright was a young man who was shot by that woman cop.
There it is.
And now we have Amir.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nuts. I mean, you look at this time period. Philando Castile, 2016. George Floyd, 2020. Dante Wright, 2021. Amir Locke, 2022.
It's crazy.
That's the past 5 years.
Well, since 2016. Yeah, that is like 5. Yeah, it's like 6
years.
years.
6 years.
6 years. Yeah, you were right.
That's
But most of those
Right.
have happened in the past 5. You know what I'm saying? So like this is a clear-cut issue.
That's a damn shame.
And when we talk about when we talked about abolishing precincts, this is a great example of a precinct that needs to be abolished.
I agree with
because
you there.
this is malpractice, continued malpractice. If a doctor were to, let's say this was a doctor's office and they just had 5 people go in there and die in this doctor's office over malpractice.
He lost his license for sure.
His license is lost. Everyone in he may be facing jail time and paying millions, if not billions of dollars in lawsuits. So if we start comparing officers to some of these other jobs and start holding them to the same standard, these motherfuckers are wrong and need to be abolished.
Let's compare him to an airline. Just imagine an airline has 4 plane crashes.
In 5 years.
In 5 years.
Are you getting on that plane?
You ain't never.
Are you getting on that plane?
Ain't nobody finna get on them motherfuckers. Them bitches finna be off the market.
That's what he got.
If a 5-year spurt.
Nigga, Bowen had 2 planes crash
And
that ran
motherfuckers
with that
was not going.
But Bowen stock price fell into some more shit. They was
Nope.
like, hey, Bowen been making planes, nigga, for 60 years. They say, we don't know Bowen can even make planes no more.
Bro, they was on TV pressing Bowen.
We don't even know Bowen can even make planes no more. These niggas tweaking.
Motherfuckers looking for new buyers, bro. Like it was crazy. So if Bowen had 5 planes,
Right off mother.
but because this is a precinct, And because, you know, these people are supposed to be law officers who aren't using the law or enforcing the law, they're actually breaking it, but we're supposed to give them passes because they got that fucking fake ass gold badge on. I'm not hearing it. Cut it. It does not make sense to me.
You know, these cops have this, you know, immunity stuff in certain states, you know what I'm saying, to where they can't be charged with the crime. You know, it's how do we conduct change? Because you are right. I think, you know, shit, we remastered Madhouse right now. Shit, on the first half, I was disagreeing with you, but it's like now it's like, you know, when you look at 5 killings in 6 years, something got to change. And something has to change. You know what I'm saying? It ain't fucking hiring more police officers, and it ain't, you know what I'm saying? And shit, maybe the budget does have to get cut.
Right off, mother.
Man,
What's to do? What's the ask? What are we as people gonna say? Like, hey, something got to change, or what's the ask?
At some point, we need to start. Us as black people need to start asking more of our federal government, and I think that really is where a lot of our problems stem from. We don't ask a lot of these systems that use us like fucking workhorses.
That's a great point.
You know what I'm saying? Like if the federal government were to see 5 white girls had been kidnapped from somewhere or something like that, you'd see that all over the news.
And they would make some policy changes because of it. Absolutely.
During the COVID pandemic, we saw a rise in Asian hate crimes.
They knocked that shit right out the park.
Do you know did you see how fast they got bills passed for Asian hate crimes when that shit happened? It was in a snap. It was before the pandemic was over. It was before the pandemic was over. But us black folk, we just go and protest. We need to start asking more of these folk. Like, hey, we need some of this shit passed immediately. We tired of seeing this. This is a numbers game, people. So, hey, federal government, I need you to look at these numbers because that's what all of these other races are saying.
Right off, mother.
So I got a 2-part question for y'all.
Go ahead.
Would you look past this? And it's kind of it's a good question. It's a good question, and it's a fair question. Would you look past some of this stuff if Joe Biden chooses a black woman for the Supreme Court?
What's the other question?
That's the first one.
Look,
We need the representation. We need that in that place for sure. But it's like, does it take this to get it? They shouldn't be related.
And that's what that was.
One should already be happening. You feel me? Like
That is related though, because think. I mean, we did all of that protesting, and then for some reason,
fuel to the fire. But you feel me?
They had to come and appease us a little bit, and this was the way. This is one of the things Joe ran on to try to appease black people during this while we were protesting during this rough time for us. Was if I get a chance, I'll put a black lady on Supreme Court. I'll have a black lady vice president. He's done one. He'll get a chance to do the other. Do you feel like the system is working for you though still? Or Jay, you made a good point. It shouldn't have to take all of that, but
you feel me? But it's like when it comes to our race, it's like we always have to scrape and scrap and pull and claw, you feel me? Like it's always we got to get it back in blood.
Right off, mother.
But the reason is because we don't ask enough. You know what I'm saying? The squeaky wheel gets the fucking oil. We are not the squeaky wheel enough.
But someone could say, well, you guys asked for a black vice president and a black Supreme Court justice, and we got it.
I would say that's great, but I would also like to stop seeing us get shot down in the street. Those two things are unrelated.
Absolutely. I agree. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? It's the sort of things, you know what I'm saying? You know, you see these sort of things that people, you know what I'm saying?
And yeah, like I would be ecstatic to see that. And I would feel some sort of satisfaction from that. But would that ease my pain?
It would be bittersweet.
Because
hopefully it would solve the issue in the long run, but it's like,
because we also have to understand what she would be going up against. You know what I'm saying? Like
Would it be cool if it was just like a symbolic thing? Maybe nothing did change, but the symbolic
I'm
of
tired
having
of-
a woman on
we
there.
need
What
that
would that do?
leverage. We need the leverage. We need the, because
What
it's
would
the
that do
numbers
for you?
game.
I'm just asking. Yeah,
Bro,
give me. I'm just
I'm
asking.
tired of
Just throwing this out.
symbolism. I'm tired of symbolism. Cut the symbolism.
We need real
shit.
action.
I need real life.
But you said a good thing. She's be going up against a lot of forces. So how much
agree.
could we really expect from her being the first black woman Supreme Court if this were to happen?
I'm not so to answer that question. Like I was saying, I would be ecstatic to see that, but I would have to go in understanding that okay, we need another who is going to be willing to do this again, because if we're playing the long game like these white Republicans do, we can't just be planning for this one. Now that we got this one, we need to be pushing for this again. Now what's going to take for us is because symbolism is
Right off mother.
fuck the symbolism. We need to stop looking at it like that. If we gonna play the fucking political game, let's play the political game, get our asses in here and lobby, because that's what it's gonna take.
We need some lobbyists. Get your motherfucking suit and tie.
Hey,
And let's go up there and fucking lobby. There we go.
I'm gonna tell you.
Let's make a pack. A new pack. A black pack.
Do you know what them
lobbying pack, a
Do you know what them
black
oil?
lobbying pack.
Do you know what them oil lobbyists be on? If they hear you in there talking against oil, they gonna press you. You'll get a call every night.
Baseball
at 3
bats and hockey clubs.
Nigga, you getting a call every night.
blaze and lemon juice, nigga.
You getting a call every night at 3:13.
Salt and pepper.
You getting 14 calls at 3:13, and they telling you, nigga, quit speaking on oil or we'll beat your ass. And they doing this for 5 weeks straight. And then out of nowhere, nigga, you gonna go speak, and they gonna see you speak, and then you gonna get kneecapped. And then you'll never speak on.
Two fingers Louis gonna show up.
And then you never speak on oil again. Now imagine if black folk started moving like that.
Right off mother.
For us, it's a very, very slow burn on a very, very steep uphill trend. We get a little bit at a time. It's usually tragedy related.
I mean,
We try to get, you feel me?
That
like,
is true.
Y'all founded this country. Y'all have all.
So they
like-
good. It's set up for them. They straight.
Y'all are set up to succeed. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm
with you.
We
I'm
just
trying to hear that.
gotta cut the shit, bro. Like, I don't understand. This country is set up for white men to succeed.
Right off mother.
Unless you are a dirt poor white man, which then they consider you might as well be considered a nigga. But besides that, you are set up to succeed.
Right off mother.
Like, you already have so much, but because you see other people getting, it's like, okay, this is what I equate it to. If you're at a birthday party and you see a kid get a present, and no, like you see a kid get a present, and then you see another kid sitting right next to him get a present. You like, why this kid get a present? Oh, well, he has to get a present whenever he gets a present, or he'll just throw a tantrum and ruin everyone's party. That's what we watch. That's what white people do. It's like if we make too much growth and they stay stagnant for too long,
They
it's
start
like,
reaching for
well,
shit.
hey, where's our present? Well, where's mine? What about us? But y'all got it all. Y'all got it all. And you and I got that from South Park, bro. It's a funny ass fucking bit because Eric Cartman is at some kid's birthday party, and every time this kid gets a gift, he has to get a gift. Like his mom will bring him a gift, or he'll ruin this kid's party, and everyone is just so awestruck.
January 6th is
Was
what
a
I
tantrum.
is what I was thinking that whole time you were describing that. That sounded like January 6th
It was
to
a
me.
temper tantrum.
That sounded like January 6th
That's
to me.
what I call January 6th.
Because the whole time we've been talking, I'm like, well, shit, black folks got a lot of problems, but we didn't storm the Bastille. We have, in all honesty, we've hardly ruined these white folks' great 400-year party here.
We should have been storming some shit.
We should have been storming.
We should storm
the
that
fucking
shit every
Bastille,
Friday,
You know
to be
what I'm saying?
honest.
When I seen them white people storming the Bastille on January 6th, I'm like, what the fuck is y'all storming the damn Bastilles for? It's work for y'all. for fucking 400 years.
What is y'all mad for?
What the fuck is y'all mad
Shut
for?
the fuck up.
just want to go down.
Greedy, just greedy.
Just fucking greedy.
Let's not even like
Selfish.
I don't
Shut
even
y'all
want to
ass
play
up.
the oppression party, but let's just go ahead and say this. If you want to go, if we want to talk about the list of people who should have a problem with the American government before white people, there is a long stupid ass list. Okay, okay, that is a long list, white man. Okay,
ahead.
Karen.
Right off mother. 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 Right off mother.
Anytime I see someone drink scotch, I just imagine it's not that good, but it probably is. So I mean,
Every time you see somebody take some scotch, they always It's always that movie. Niggas, old ass man, he mad as fuck.
you know what I'm
Man,
saying?
because scotch ain't something.
Like he want to feel that burn.
Like scotch ain't something you hit hard. You know what I'm saying? Like that be the thing. Like these be trying to hit scotch hard. No, if you watch most grown ass men sip scotch, that's something that settle you into your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta really niggas will go pour them a glass of scotch, sit down and drink that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas gotta really ponder on life.
How old you got to be to really enjoy a glass of scotch? Like, I really have to ask that question. I
Gotta
didn't
be
even
about 36, 37.
Yeah, like to be honest, like for your taste
really about
palate
43,
is even
44.
ready for something like
You
that.
gotta be either 36, 37, or you gotta have 2 to 5 kids.
You feel me?
Right off mother.
Just know that glass of scotch is just really just settling me in. This is my me time.
I'm intrigued by this now. How much is scotch? Well, I got to slow you down because I'm looking at a bottle of scotch right now for $35,000.
That not all scotch is that much. You know what I'm saying?
Let me do scotch whiskey. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just,
you know what I'm saying? We ain't
See, you
trying
know
to-
me, I'm more of a yak type nigga.
$60, $150,
Ooh wee.
$270,
Like I
$350.
said, that ain't nothing.
Bro,
That
my
that
taste palette is not advanced to be sipping something that's $300.
you want to know why? Because you started off by saying you was gonna try and knock it back, nigga. For $60, I'm
You
sipping
damn right I'm
it.
sipping this bitch.
damn right.
This bitch ain't going nowhere, what?
I'm sipping.
This gonna be the last bottle for a minute.
Yeah.
You see.
Matter of fact, this is my only drink for the night.
You feel me?
I'm on this drink.
I'm sipping this shit straight.
Motherfuckers like, Rod, you on that same scotch business? You been on
Watch
this?
out.
Yeah, I mean, watch out.
You see what niggas
good.
be pouring they scotch out of, nigga? Them be some handmade glass
yeah,
shit.
them glasses be
Nigga, that's not the actual
Clear as
scotch
fuck.
bottle. That means the bottle is put up somewhere so motherfuckers don't touch it because that bottle is expensive. That $60 bottle put up, this just a
he
little
ain't pour all
bit.
the bottle out.
Hell
But
no.
$60, bro. That's a low class scotch.
Exactly.
I'm talking. I want that $500. I want that $1,500 scotch.
Right off mother.
That's what I want. That
got
scotch
it.
they be drinking in them Hollywood movies. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no regular scotch. I want that
nigga-
top shelf scotch.
Yeah, nigga, they be on that $2 grand,
You
$3
want that
grand.
Irish scotch.
Like,
Yeah.
nigga, you talking about that?
Them
that
McGregors.
that 147-year-old scotch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That 8.
Yeah. They be like, yeah, Rod, this Marsan Blanc scotch.
Yeah,
is
you know what I'm
200
saying? They
years
be
old.
like-
And you be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, this aged in some Italian guy's cellar
This
after
is
his
Pierre.
home.
This is Pierre Bronson's
You know what I'm saying?
300-year scotch.
and you know what? It's always the story on why it's so old. You know what I'm saying? Like Pierre Bronson had a $1 million home and it collapsed on top of him and on his beautiful wine cellar. And when they found it, I just had to spend that money on this $3,000 300-year-old bottle of scotch.
Right off mother.
They telling you that, nigga, as they're pouring you this cup to let you know. Really, you better really enjoy this
Sip
scotch.
this shit, nigga.
Yeah, like enjoy this because it's the only one you getting, gang. That's because this where it came from. So enjoy this and don't ask for another.
On
know
what
the-
sort of occasion would you even pull out such a scotch?
When I may have to kill a nigga, that's the only time scotch is
you pour that
acceptable.
nigga that scotch.
Your wife cheating on you. Your wife cheating on you.
Yeah, you wife cheating on you. Yeah, I may go to the
You
store.
pouring that scotch.
Yeah. We got the joint account. I'm at Walmart. $600 bottle of scotch. She ain't buying them kids shit.
Right off mother.
You can't buy your scotch out of Walmart. You can't buy your scotch out of Walmart.
You're right. I'm going to somewhere expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when that $1,500. That she gonna call you. Why are you using the
You
money?
gotta go
Don't
to the
worry about
distillery.
it.
Bitch, don't ask me
Yeah.
why I'm using the money. You should have asked Jeff why he was using my damn money. Hang up the phone.
Hang up.
Hang up the phone.
Right off mother.
I'm in the Motel 6 with a motherfucking $3,000 bottle of scotch.
In a Motel 6.
I'm in the Motel 6.
By yourself with a $3,000 bottle of scotch.
with a half button dress shirt.
And a fat back box TV. You know what I'm
Fat
saying?
back box TV.
Right off mother.
Scotch whiskey at the movies. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Bro? Because it's just you know what I'm saying. Like, why haven't I had some scotch? Maybe because it's $3,000. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
But it's just like, nigga,
you gotta know somebody that got scotch for you to have scotch.
You gotta have a plug on scotch. You gotta be at your uncle crib.
You gotta know
Get
someone
scotch.
who knows someone who knows somebody who has some scotch. You just can't go to the store and buy some
Yeah,
scotch.
like
That's
you
your best
gotta
friend
go.
dad that got some scotch. And some
You
shit.
gotta go over Phil's house, so Phil can take you over Brad's house, so Brad can take you to meet his uncle Philip. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And his uncle Philip has a $3,000 bottle of scotch that was from some slave master's plantation. You know what I'm saying? And when they burned down the plantation, this is all that was left in the ashes was this 3,000 euro bottle of scotch.
And he really got 2 of them.
You know what I mean? He really got me.
You know what I'm saying? He got the last 2 bottles out of that cellar. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go with Phil to Brad to Philip.
And Philip pours it for. He's like, you know, this is motherfucking fire scorched scotch. That's what the shit they be on. You know what I'm saying? Fire burn scotch.
But nigga, there's a reason. Like nigga, another reason they only pour you a little bit of that shit, bro, because that shit punch.
It's the
Nigga, that
world's
shit
first
3,000.
grilled
Like,
scotch.
World first grill scotch.
They cooked it on a fucking grill.
Where you be seeing what they be doing with these whiskeys? They be like, it's in a cherry barrel.
What, nigga?
hey, no cap, bro. Like
That shit probably tastes good as a motherfucker.
Right off mother.
that shit really does make a difference. Like when you start flavoring the barrels you put your shit in, bro. Next thing you know, you like.
It's a cherry barrel.
I do taste the hint of cherry wood.
Right.
You be like, that does have a nice dry cherry wood taste.
Nice little cherry lime, apple wood flavor.
It's in a mahogany.
And you want to know how, and that should tell you right there
It gives you a coffee type
how
of taste.
low a nigga life got to be going for him to need to taste cherry wood. You know what I'm saying? My nigga need a hint of cedar wood in his life right now. He need a hint of cedar wood just in his chest.
Hennessy, right in that shit.
Hennessy ain't
that shit
enough.
tastes treated too.
You know what I'm saying? Like that Hennessy wasn't getting him, that gin wasn't getting him, that Remy wasn't getting him. He said, you know what? I need to pull out some scotch for this problem. I need to taste me some cedar wood. This problem is this
Cherry cedar wood.
Some cherry cedar wood scotch.
Yeah.
Get some pine.
Hey, that's a pod.
Yeah, that was a good little interlude, fellas.
Right off mother.
We always serving cause Nino got dope.
Right off mother. Right off mother. Right off mother. Right off mother.